management system developed in VB.NET and SQL Server. First, we will configure that database. So I am using Microsoft SQL Server 2014 Express Edition. I will first start Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio. Once SQL Server started, just click on connect. You have to create one new database. So I will give the database name as Payroll DB. Click on OK. Now click and select the new database you have created. This Payroll DB. So right click and click on new query. So you will have the database script file. So you just copy the path and click on file, then open, then file, and select the script file. Click on open. So it will display all the queries. So I already create the database, so I'll just use that. So just remove this section and take only use payroll DB. So if your database name is different, you have to just change here. And here all the create statement and sample record also there. So I need to just run the query. So select all and execute. So it will create all the required tables with sample records. So these are the table. So you can change the employee master. Record is inserted. Okay. Now once it is done, you have to just open and configure your project. So this is the source code folder. You have to copy the path and start your Visual Studio. I am using Visual Studio 12. You can open in 2015-17 also. Click on File, then Open Project. Type the path and select the solution file. So it will open the project your Visual Studio. So this is all the files related to project, like you can go about, you can change add your name here. So you can just check, and if you want to, suppose I want to check the coding, just double click and click on double click, you will get the code. So once you buy this project, you will get all the files. Okay. So right now we have to just configure the database path connection string. So see, there is a CLS main file is there, and there is a connection string. Okay. So this is your data source name. So you can just check here in your SQL Server. Just go there and click on properties. You will get the SQL Server name. This one, RMS. So whatever name in your system, you have to change here. Maybe it is Express or something. And then this database name. So I have already given the payroll DB. If you give anything new, then you have to change here. And if you want to change the project details, then you can change here also. Okay. Other you don't need any change. Then once it is done, you can run the project. So project will start. So you can check the user ID and password in your SQL Server. This is the employee ID, is the login ID, and this is the password. Okay, so you can use that. So I'll user one. This is the admin ID. Now in payroll management, there will be employee. So these are the employee master. So this employee already exists in the system. Suppose I want to add a new employee, I'll click on add and I will give the name. Middle name is not compulsory, so I will not give. You can select or you can type also. Experience I can give type or you can select also. So it is location you can select mobile number you can type. Email ID you can type. Date of join you can give any date. Then save. So to select the department, so I'll give the department HR. Record is added. Now this is the personal details. So if you want to don't know the employee name, you can search also. Like I have to search the employee, so I know the name. So click and you can type and you can double click, so it will come. Then date of birth, I can give the date of birth and father's name. Email ID or address. Then update. So you want to add the employee image, so you want to go to employee master and you can select or search the employee. Then you can click search also. You can edit. So you need to have a photo. Whatever photo you want, then you have to save. Now it is saved. So next time when you select the employee, the photo will come. If you want to view the photo, it will on the full screen. So if you want to change the photo again, you can go and change the photo. Now there is an important thing of pay setup. So for payroll, the employee need to have basic, then there are allowances and deductions. So I have to select the employee, it's like this. So there you can have that allowances and deduction, then calculation type. What is the value type or percent? Suppose I give the bonus is 5,000, so it will not calculate, it will calculate added 5,000. If I give 10%, it will calculate based on the basic salary into percent. Now there's the apply leave days. Suppose employee for particular days, 10 days his leave is there. So then that salary will calculate, deduct the 10 days. Then this setting is active or not. If you don't click, if you uncheck this, then it will not deduct the leave days. Like for bonus and everything, you can add this. Okay, so for this employee, another option is 709. So there is no settings available. It's a new employee. So I can copy the setting from existing employee also. I click on copy setting, then I will search the settings from that this employee, then copy. So these details will come. So I want to change. I want to change that bonus. I want to click on here. I want to give the bonus of say 7,500 and click on save. The amount will change. Now sir, I want to add another allowances. So I will click on pay type, allowance, calculation type say value, pay head. So I can add also pay head. Say shared allowance. Short term. What is the value? So I will give that another 2000 special value. And this time it will not calculate based on leave, then active. You have to click on save first. And then there is a validation. You have to enter the basic salary also. So once you update with chat, enter basic. So I will give the basic salary say 20,000 and update. Save pay settings saved. Okay. Now next time if you want to check, just click on this one, so it will come whatever basic you have added. Okay. Now once it is done, so there is option called attendance updation. Now say for this month November, view attendance. Another setting is there, master, go employee master. There is a collective employee. This employee is not active, that's why it is not coming. So we have to change, click on update, edit and save. Then again go process, manage attendance. Now this, it will come like already record is saved for employee, this to employee. Suppose I want to give 5 days absent. So I have to just double click here and type 5, enter. So next time when we calculate the salary, it will calculate salary for 25 days, not for full days. So there will be some reduction will be there. So what the program will do, program first calculate the basic based on number of days present. Then other thing is calculate based on his salary, that calculated basic salary. Okay. So I have changed and then I will update. But what is said, this salary already calculated for this month. You cannot process or update. So first we have to unlock the calculation. So there is an option called lock salary. So if you go there, then you have to click on unlock. Now when I go manage attendance view, I will give 5 days and update. And it is saved. Okay. Now these details will be saved in the table. So you can just check here. There is a table called employee attendance. Select. Now this is the new one, 109. This 5 days absent. So calculate will happen in 25 days. Now once it is done, you have to go to your salary, process salary. So if you go to this particular employee, it will display. Now what it will display, what is the basic salary? Basic salary is calculated based on number day present. So if we 30 days present, then there is no reduction. Okay, that allows bonus. So whatever we have given, because we have not tick on that apply leave, so it will calculate total amount. Then bonus, the everything. I have given 2000 for this particular employee only, so other is blank. Total allowances. Now deduction, there is a tax deduction is there. So total deduction, the net salary. Okay. So you can export to Excel also these details. This module is only applicable for uh, admin and HR employee only. Other don't have this access. Okay, I'll show you also that. Okay, now I'll update. Already it is calculated previously, so I want to save, yes. So it will delete and save this new record. Record set. Now once it is done, you can generate the report like this in salary register. You have calculated that salary, but you have not locked, because what happens if you not lock the salary, then employee can generate the pay slip and you can change later on. So so admin have the rights to lock the salary. Okay, so you can just go to your again process, lock salary option, view status. So you have to click on lock, it will lock the salary. Then you cannot change that again process that salary. So admin have that option only, lock or unlock the salary. So I will lock that salary. Now any person can log in and can generate the report. Other than admin or HR can view and generate his own salary only. So I'll show that also. So you can have filter option also. I want to view only the report of this employee ID. It will show only that person. If I remove it, it will show all the person registered for this current month. If I change the month, late December, it will show salary not processed for selected month. So I'll only process this current month. So now you have option like you can export to Excel also. I will click on export to Excel. So for this you need to have the Excel installed in your system. Okay, so you will get that all the data here, whatever the data is displayed, net salary, everything. Same can be generated in PDF also. For other employee, they don't generate in Excel, they don't have the option, they can only download in PDF. So I have to give the PDF name. I am not here using any report tool to generate the PDF. It is only I use iTexture PDF tools .pdf. It is saved in desktop. So just go to desktop and you can open it. So whatever data display in grid, it will export to Excel. So you can just so it will display all the records which is displayed in that net salary, name, employee, everything. No pay slip. So if employee want to generate a pay slip, so I will just generate pay slip for one particular employee, 109. So I don't know the name of that person. I can go to search. I can give that name. Click. So you have to double click and then view pay slip. So it will generate employee only for that particular employee. If I remove it and click on view payslip, it will display payslip for all the employee. Same option is there. You can export this data to Excel also and PDF also. So generate only 1% details. It will save that file. Payslip 109. You can go and check. So you have to give the extension .pdf. Here also that this is the amount net salary. It will display the amounts in Word also. Okay, pay slip, then month, which month it is. So everything is coming. Okay, now I have to remove name, that absent day, how many absent days, everything. Now there is another report called activity log. So you can just go there and generate report. So whatever performance is done by the employee, so it will display and save everything. Okay, so whatever he done. So this is for audit work. And there is a change password option is there. So employee can change whatever new employee is joined. Once first time he log in, he need to change his password. Now I will log in as a normal employee, like IT employee. He can view only his data. I'll show that also. Say employee master, I need to check the ID. So this person. Okay, so I'll change his role to IT. Okay, so I'll go to that master again, employee master, and this last record. I'll change HR to only HR and admin have all the rights. Okay, and IT don't have all the rights or others. I'll give the IT, edit and save. Now I want to log in as this employee 1001, sorry 1009, that particular new employee. Okay, so whatever the user ID is new created, that password, default password is that the same employee ID. Okay, so I'll just exit and log in as a normal employee, a new employee. By default password is the same user ID and password. Now it will first time login, you have to change your password. And this is the password rules, you have to follow all these details. So I'll give that password is A, B, C, D, A is caps, C, D, 2, 2, 3. Sorry, first time you have to find the old password. A, B, C, D, 2, 2, 3. Now this is the normal person. Okay, so if you go employee master, he you don't have the access. He cannot change anything. But he can search the employee. Like he can only view the read-only data. Like suppose he don't know anything, he just want to know that name. So it will come. If we click on EA, so all the employees coming here. So he can search by email ID also, employee ID, employee name. So only he know that employee ID. So it is a random search, means anything can be searched from here. So you can click here, it will display all the details. If I go to that particular new employee, the reporting also showing who is reporting, like this one. Okay. Now master he don't have access. Process also he don't have any access because process only can done by admin or HR. Report, activity log, he don't have access. Employee register, he don't have. Salary he can view is only his own salary because it is disabled and by default his employee ID is display. Okay, you cannot search anything, so you can just select month and year and you can view register. Only his salary he can view, and there is no export option is there Excel, so you can only download read only PDF. So you have to give the name 1009 cell register, so it will download it his details. So one file name at a time, we have to give the extension also of PDF. You can do one details. Same way you can download his own payslip also. So go to payslip and same way you cannot change the employee, only his payslip he can download and he cannot export, only read only he can download. So second same thing, download PDF and you can give the file name, so it will download. Change password, he can change his password. About, it will display what is the project and all about. There is a help section is there, so this means you can read what is the project all about. And exit is close the exit. So this is the project. So it is can be used for a small organization, or you can use you can edit. You will have all the source code. You can change as per your need, and you can view the demo how to configure and use this project. Okay.